Hi guys, welcome back to Calc4Life videos. In this video, we're going to talk about one integral trick and shortcut involving quadratic functions in the denominator. So in this case, the form of this integral is integral of 1 over ax squared plus bx plus c. So normally what I would do conventionally to solve this integral is to try to complete the square at the bottom. But if I want to save some time, especially if I'm taking the competitive exam, so what I need is this shortcut method, okay? As long as we verify this requirement. So we need to meet this requirement first to be able to apply this formula, this trick, okay? So basically this, the requirement looks like kind of this discriminant form for the quadratic functions. So it's equal to 4 times a times c minus b squared. And then this result has to be greater than 0. So as long as we verify this requirement, as long as we meet this requirement, then we can continue and go ahead and apply this shortcut method. Okay? Alright, so let's try to put everything in motion by solving one example. Okay? So in this case, what we have is integral of 1 over x squared plus 4x plus 5. So normally what I would do conventionally by trying to complete the square, so we're going to end up with this. So integral dx over x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus 1. And then we're going to continue from there because we know that x squared plus 4x plus 4 is the perfect square of x plus 2. Okay? Then we're going to apply this integral dx over a squared plus x squared. That's going to be equal to 1 over a times arctangent x over a plus c. So that's going to give you the answer. But if I apply the formula, it's going to take, a lot less time, okay? It's going to save you some time. So first, let's try to meet our requirement. So what was the requirement that we need to meet? So 4ac minus b squared has to be bigger than 0. So we need to figure out what is a. A is 1, b is 4, and c is 5. So let's calculate that. 4 times 1 times 5 minus 4 squared. 20 minus 16, which is 4, which is greater than 0. So basically checks it met our requirement. Then we can apply the formula. So if I apply the formula, that's going to be equal to 2 over square root of 4ac minus b squared times arctangent d over dx ax squared plus bx plus c divided by 4ac minus b squared under the square root. So this was the formula. So if I apply this formula, first let me clean up this part. So what I'm going to get is 2 over, we know that 4ac minus b squared was equal to 4, so square root of 4 times arctangent. Then I'm going to take the derivative of this denominator. So the derivative of denominator is x squared plus 4x plus 5. That's going to be equal to just 2x plus 4. So arctangent of 2x plus 4 divided by square root of 4 plus c. And if I simplify things a little bit more, so we get 2 over 2 times arctangent 2x plus 4 over 2 plus c. And if I go one step further, so my final answer will be arctangent x plus 2 and plus c. So this is going to be my final answer if I apply the formula. Okay, so we got another problem that we need to solve. So let's move on to this problem. In this problem, what we have in the denominator is again quadratic function, which is 5x squared plus 6x plus 5. So let's try to determine the a value, which is 5, b is 6, and c is 5. And then let's check that if 4ac minus b squared is greater than 0. So 4 times 5 times 5 minus 6 squared. So 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 5 is 100 minus 36. 100 minus 36 is 64, which is greater than 0. So checks. So So then we can go ahead and apply the formula. I have made a mistake. It should have been times, not minus. So 2 over square root of 64 times arctangent d over dx, the derivative of 5x squared plus 6x plus 5, and divided by square root of 64, okay, and plus c. Then 2 over square root of 64 is 8, so 2 over 8 times arctangent. And the derivative of 5x squared plus 6x plus 5 will be just 10x plus 6 over 8 plus c. And if I go ahead and simplify further, what we're going to get is 1/4 times arctangent 5x plus 3 over 4 and plus c. So this is going to be our final answer. Alright, okay guys, in this video we've talked about another integration trick and shortcut that we need to use, that we can use actually, so there's no obligation or necessity for you. But if you're preparing yourself for the competitive exam, so this is going to help you a lot. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the other calculus shortcut videos. See you in the next video. Bye bye.